This will define everything. The biggest, best words in sports, Game 7. Cleveland Cavaliers versus Detroit Pistons. I'm going to give a little bit of a preview of today's game where the Cavs can either have a completely revamped team going into next year due to this loss, or they could continue on and potentially make an NBA Finals run with a win. It is Game 7. The Cavs have only won one road game, and it was an overtime Game 5 against Detroit. They have 5 losses on the road, I believe. 5 losses on the road? Yeah, I think it's 5 losses on the road. So they are looking to steal another win in Detroit today. Before we get started, make sure you guys subscribe to this channel so you can stay updated with all things, everything Cavaliers, have conversations, have a space to talk, make predictions. Speaking of predictions, I want you guys, before we dive into some news, dive into what I think needs to happen, go ahead right now. Make your predictions. I'll give you guys a couple seconds. C for the Cavaliers, P for the Pistons. Who do you think is bringing home Game 7? Did you make your prediction? You better have. You can also explain why if you feel the need. But, of course, as we know, today is going to be Game 7 between the Detroit Pistons and the Cleveland Cavaliers. A lot to talk about, what I think needs to happen today, what I think is going to happen. So, the Cavs come off a Game 6 loss, and if you guys missed yesterday's video, go watch that so you can kind of see what I think has been slowing the Cavs down. I think Donovan Mitchell has been pretty, I almost said a bad word, has been pretty abysmal for the Cavaliers, especially in this Detroit series, mainly excluding Games 3 and 4, especially Game 4, where he had that phenomenal, one of the best second halves ever. I think that he is going to be the biggest factor in today's game because we know about the James Harden Game 7 curse. And I'm going to talk about that and show you guys his Game 7 stats from the last several years. Actually, in his career, every Game 7 he's ever played in. So stay tuned for that because that's the type of stuff we bring here to digest, all the stats and analytics. But Donovan Mitchell, as I said, I don't want to dive into his stats because I just talked about him twice, actually. I made a video yesterday and then a video like 3 days ago on him and his playoff performances. So go check those out. But as of right now, I think Donovan Mitchell is going to be the biggest key factor. He's healthy. Now, I also talked about how Game 6, the Cavs might have had some illness. But I don't even think that that's an excuse for how bad they played. But we're going to stay on the track of Game 7. Hopefully that they are healthy, no more stomach bugs, because then they're just going to use that as an excuse, and then we're going to have to see the Cavs organization, Dan Gilbert, be like, oh, well, if there wasn't a stomach bug going around, then we would have probably won the series. Or all the fans saying, oh, the Cavs are the only team in the NBA who can get sick right before it must win Game 6. Yeah. Blah, 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 blah. Hopefully they're just healthy and they win. Well, I hope they're healthy and win. But if they lose while healthy, then that can revamp the offseason. Because if the Cavs lose today, you might see Donovan Mitchell gone. You might see Evan Mobley gone. You might see Jarrett Allen gone. You might see it completely. We know this team is willing to pull the trigger and make changes. And I think something big could happen. But let's keep talking about Game 7. As I said, I think Donovan Mitchell is going to be the biggest X factor because we need him. He's been really, really bad, and we've won 3 games in this series already. If he plays good, I don't see a world in which we lose. I'm being honest. If he actually has a pretty good game, 20-some points on decent efficiency, I think the Cavs actually win. I think that that's like the bare bones minimum what the Cavs need to do. Just have Donovan Mitchell play good because he's been that bad. And we've still won 3 games. But if he plays really good or pretty good, is pretty efficient, doesn't travel the ball too much, I think the Cavs win this game pretty convincingly. I think that they have done, the Pistons, credit to them, have done a good job at shutting him down. Now let's talk about Game 7 Harden. Oh boy. One of my good buddies, he's actually kind of my boss now, but one of my good buddies is a Clippers fan. He said good luck with James Harden. He warned me about it. So let's look at James Harden in Game 7 situations. I also have a good friend who's a Sixers fan too, so we make James Harden jokes. But yo, this is so funny. These stats are hilarious, dude. They're actually laughable. So, OKC, he was a 6-man, right? So, wasn't really a star. First the Clippers. Look at his percentages. 35% from the field, 28.6% from 3. First the Golden State Warriors, where they were 1 win away. Wasn't that the game where they missed like a million straight threes? I think it was. Look at that. 2 for 13 from 3, 15.4% from 3 in a Game 7. Look at the game against OKC, man. 26.7% from the field and 11.1% from 3. Versus Milwaukee. Didn't he get hurt in the middle of that game? No, he didn't actually. No, because he played in overtime. 53 minutes. Holy crap, that guy did not sit. 29.4% from the field and 16.7% from 3. I'm going to let you guys read the rest. This guy can't make a shot in Game 7s. He can't make one. Harden, do me one favor and lock in today. I don't need you to shoot good. I need you to not turn over the ball, please. That's all I'm sitting here begging. Donovan Mitchell, play good. James Harden, don't turn over. James Harden can shoot 40% and we can win. But if Donovan Mitchell shoots 30% and James Harden shoots 40% with 8 turnovers, I think we're going to lose this game by 20 if that happens. Truly, I actually sit here in belief that the Cavs are not going to really come close in this Game 7, but I hope I'm wrong. I want the Cavs to win. We've never watched a Cavs Eastern Conference Finals that doesn't include LeBron James since the 70s. And if you were born after that, then you've never seen it. I'm tired of people saying your whole franchise is LeBron James. It could be James Harden, Donovan Mitchell, if Mitchell, who has been so bad. I actually am going to show you the Mitchell stats. And just so you guys don't have to skip back. I'm going to show you it real quick. I would prefer if you guys watched the last video, but just to kind of show you 1, 2, 5, 6. That's how bad he's been. I'll let you guys kind of look at that in a second. But now let's talk about Cade Cunningham, because he is the face of the Detroit Pistons. He's their young superstar. And in the playoffs this year, he's actually been a lot better than our star, Donovan Mitchell. And that's kind of what I wanted to show you Cade Cunningham stats, because these are his playoff stats, by the way, guys. These aren't his regular season. These are his playoff stats. 29.3 points on 44-43. A lot better from 3 than Donovan Mitchell. He also has a higher true shooting percentage. He's playing a lot of minutes, too. That's what I really like about Cade is he really, really does give you quality. Now, the only thing is I think the Cavs have done a good job at stripping him. That sounded weird, but stripping the ball from him. I've seen a lot of highlights of Max Strus in clutch situations getting steals on Cade Cunningham. I think they're doing a good job at making him uncomfortable in the clutch. From what I've watched every game this series. I think they've done a good job at making him uncomfortable in the clutch, turning over the ball. But analytics don't lie. He has been really, really good scoring-wise. He's been relatively efficient. I think the Cavs just have to maybe try to get the ball out of his hands. Duncan Robinson didn't play because of an injury, and I'm okay with Duncan Robinson shooting the ball, but I really don't want Cade Cunningham takeovers. He played really, really well last game. He's just been exactly what the Pistons have aimed for him to be. He's obviously helped get them to that 1 seed. And I also think that there's going to be a head coaching conversation because the head coach we fired might make the Eastern Conference Finals before the head coach we replaced him with on a different team, on the Detroit Pistons of all teams, which is so funny that he joins the crappy Pistons who won 15 games. And then all of a sudden, they're 1 game away from the Eastern Conference Finals. I really hope we beat them. That's kind of a big reason I also want to beat Detroit is because they just won 15 games a couple years ago. They get JB Bickerstaff, and now they're the number 1 seed. I really hope we don't lose to this team, man. That would sting so bad. But yeah, Cade Cunningham has done, just comparing the stars, show you Donovan Mitchell's playoff stats. As I said, I have a video on it, so go watch that. But you can kind of see the difference analytically. He's shooting better, especially from 3. He's just been scoring more and more assists. He's been better. Cade Cunningham has been better. So the battle of the stars, I'm giving it to Detroit. The battle of the X factor, I would say that's James Harden. Or the trump card, I guess, because if James Harden plays bad, the Cavs lose, or plays really bad, the Cavs lose. I think that could be a guy like Tobias Harris, which is ironic, but I think if Tobias Harris plays really, really horrible and James Harden plays really, really horrible, I think we have a slight edge there. I think we have a slight edge in our X Factor ceiling. I think if James Harden goes for 40, you're not going to lose. I think if Tobias Harris goes for 40, you could still lose. So that's kind of I think when it comes to X Factor, I give the advantage slightly to us, I guess. Big men, I love the way Jarrett Allen played in Game 5. That was an unreal performance by him. I really, really do think when Jarrett Allen is playing aggressive, the Cavs have a lot of upside with him. But the physicality of Beef Stew, Isaiah Stewart, and Duran is really entertaining. I do love how those guys are just super physical. They clash. They really bring back that old Detroit Pistons play style. So I think that the big men could go either way. Evan Mobley's been phenomenal in the playoffs. I showed you guys. I don't know if you guys saw this, but he's been so good. The last 3 players with 150, 90, 50, and 20 blocks was last year SGA, 2023 Nikola Jokic, and Evan Mobley this year. So he's been unreal in the playoffs, especially against Toronto. There was 1 bad game he had or 2, but he was saving us. He's had some good games against Detroit as well. had the hiccups. Sorry, guys. I do think that Evan Mobley defense could be a big thing. This game is so either way for me, but just seeing Detroit at home is really, really scary. And Game 7 Harden. So we are going to sit here, ask for the Cavs to win. I'm scared. Drop your comments below who you guys think is going to win in Game 7. Make sure you guys like this video, comment, subscribe to this channel, share this video and channel with your friends. I am Palange. Thank you guys so much for joining me here on Cavs Digest.